Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a set of tools from Microsoft that are trying to solve, well, one of the oldest challenges in education. How do you give every single student personal attention when you're just one teacher in a room full of 30?
This question, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's the daily reality for every teacher, that constant balancing act. How do you help the students who are struggling to catch up without holding back the ones who are ready to just leap ahead?
And that is exactly the challenge that has Microsoft trying to fundamentally shift the classroom model. They're looking to move away from that classic one-to-many setup to something that feels way more personal, much more like one-to-one.
Their answer is a suite of tools called Learning Accelerators. Honestly, the best way to think of them is like AI-powered teaching assistants. They're built right into platforms that schools might already be using, like Microsoft Teams. The whole idea is for the AI to handle the repetitive stuff, the practice and the instant feedback, which frees up the teacher to do what they do best.
Teach.
So what's actually in this toolkit? Let's break down how Microsoft has organized these tools.
So they've split their focus into two big buckets. On one hand, you've got foundational skills. I'm talking about the absolute bedrock of learning: reading, math, and even emotional well-being. And on the other hand, they're targeting what they call future-ready skills. And these are crucial for the modern world, right? Things like knowing how to search online effectively and how to present your ideas with confidence.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How do these tools actually work from a student's point of view? Let's zoom in on the core skills they're designed to build.
First up, there's Reading Coach. Now, for a lot of kids, reading out loud in class is just terrifying. The whole point of this tool is to give them a private, totally judgment-free space to practice. The AI listens and gives support in the moment, which takes away that fear of making a mistake in front of everybody.
And the feedback it gives is incredibly gentle. So if a student gets stuck on a word, the AI can break it down into syllables or even just say the word so they can hear it. This isn't about pointing out errors with a big red pen. It's all about building confidence. It transforms reading practice from a high-stakes performance into a private rehearsal.
Then there's Search Coach, which is absolutely a tool for our times. With so much misinformation out there, this is less about finding one specific answer and more about teaching students how to become critical, safe digital citizens.
Think of it like a digital literacy gym. It creates a sandbox, a safe, ad-free, controlled version of the internet where students can practice. It guides them on how to form a good search query, how to spot a reliable source, and maybe most importantly, it teaches them to actually question the results they get.
And finally, we have a tool for a skill that causes anxiety for a lot of us: public speaking. Speaker Coach is designed to be a low-stress rehearsal space, giving students a chance to practice and build their confidence before they have to face a live audience. It's like having a personal presentation coach on call 24/7. As a student practices, the AI gives private feedback on things like speaking too fast or maybe relying on filler words like and It even notes their tone, helping them practice not just what they say, but how they say it.
So, how widely available is this? Just look at that number. Over 100. That's how many different languages and dialects these reading tools can support. It's a really clear signal that this wasn't just built for English-speaking classrooms, but for a global, multilingual student body.
Now, here's where the whole system gets really clever. While students are using these coach tools to practice on their own, something incredibly valuable is happening on the other side for the teacher.
You see, it's a two-part system, a loop. For every coach tool a student uses, there's a corresponding progress tool for the teacher. So while a student practices with Reading Coach, the teacher sees all that rich data in Reading Progress. It's this seamless connection that turns all that student practice into time-saving, actionable insights.
And then all of this data flows into one central hub called Education Insights. It connects everything: practice results, assignment data, even student well-being checks, to give teachers that complete holistic view. They can spot who needs help at a glance without spending hours grading or tracking data by hand. It gives them back their most valuable resource: time.
Okay, so that's the pitch. That's how it's supposed to work. But what happens when these tools are actually deployed in schools? Let's look at the impact on the ground.
Well, for a school leader like Tan Yuen, a chief technology officer, the story is about scale. Because these tools are integrated right into Microsoft 365, He said they were able to roll them out to 20,000 devices at once. He called it nothing short of a miracle. It just makes this sophisticated tech accessible on a massive scale.
And then, for a master teacher like Shelamar Garucha in the Philippines, the impact is intensely practical. It's career-focused. She sees a direct line from her students practicing English fluency with reading progress to their future job prospects in the country's booming call center industry. It connects classroom work directly to real-world opportunities.
So it seems we're moving towards a future where AI isn't replacing teachers, but augmenting them, acting as a personal coach for every single student. And this really raises a fascinating question for the future of education. If AI can handle the fundamentals, what new possibilities does that unlock for the role of the human teacher? That's something we'll all be watching.